UAE will not introduce any income tax for the time being. Now, shortly after news broke that the UAE will introduce a federal corporate tax of 9% on business profits that will be effective for a financial year starting June 1st, 2023 onwards, residents couldn't help but ponder if income tax was on the cards for them as well. Now, precisely 3 weeks after the announcement, Dr. Thani Al Zayudi, Minister of State for Foreign Trade, clarified to Gulf News in an exclusive interview that income tax is not at the table at all for now. Now, although Dr. Zayudi's statement did help to elucidate the matter on income tax and the fact that it will not be imposed for the time being, it also revealed that it may be a potential move, but in the distant future.
Don't say that to me. Distant future. So, of course, more on corporate tax, in case you need a little bit of a background. Personal income from employment, real estate, and other investments will not be taxed. That they made that clear when they announced corporate tax. And no corporate tax will apply on personal income from employment, and like we were saying, real estate and other investments, or on any other income earned by individuals that does not arise from a business or other form of commercial activity licensed or otherwise permitted to be undertaken in the UAE.
Now, a number of businesses in the country have backed this new directive and have shown support to the country's efforts to align itself with new international standards, as disclosed by Al Zayudi. Now, we shared this on Instagram that there'll be no income tax for the time being, and the comments really do reflect the sentiment of Dubai's residents.
I mean, to be sure,
as they always do. And
no, but like, I mean, no income tax. That's what we want to hear.
Exactly, but that's exactly what people said. Like, this is the music to our ears, and then some are just like, it's not a move they want to see happening anytime soon, and others are just like, if it happens for a reason, and it's for the benefit of residents. So it is so interesting to see in other countries, if anything was even like a potential thing was suggested, right? People would just go like, no, there would be all sorts of comments, like negative about the government. Yeah. But over here, it's like, whatever they do, they have so much trust in the authorities and the leadership. It's like, whatever happens, it's for the benefit of the country. So,
well, the thing is, with income tax, like, of course, no one wants it because it's a little bit out of your paycheck going, but it does go back into the government, goes back into society, and into the economy. However, and I see the point that, like, if it ever comes through, like, you look at different countries, they're taxed 40%.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine the UAE will ever get to that point. So, like, if you look, let's say, Hong Kong used to be 9 or 11, and or maybe something else was like a 20%, and the percentages are different. So, and it all depends on, like, how much your income would be taxed. So, like, if they introduced it, what the percentage might be, because you can see the benefit of, if we live here tax free, we're living and we're getting a lot of benefits, but are we giving back into the economy? We are obviously in certain ways in terms of, like, fines and different exactly, and different types of fees that we encounter. But in terms of, like, a massive income tax, we don't bear the brunt of that yet. So if it ever did come in, you would question how much it would be, because you can imagine that it could happen. Of course, like, it happens across the world, so it could happen, and how much it would be. But obviously, this is all just chat. There's no.